How do I get my whimsical backgrounds? Depending on the composition that I'm working on, I love to use some different mediums, and in particular self-leveling gel and spreader medium. And I love to pour it on and throw some different coloured inks in and really just let it do its own thing. Let the colours blend together and create shapes and a lot of movement in the paintings. And allow it to dry and then perhaps start layering it up again. I often will apply a bit more self-leveling medium and come in with some structure on top. I often use a hairdryer to move the ink and the paint around the canvas and try and blow some of the sort of heavier areas and wetter areas off the edges, and it tends to allow the colour from underneath the first layers I put in evolve and come to the top of the surface. How do I know when to stop? Well, I think that is probably the biggest question I get asked. I think it's usually a very visual thing. If I see some beautiful marks and colour working really well in parts of the composition, then I'll just leave it and I just know that's where to stop. Just something says to me inside, okay, I think, now is the time to put a signature on it and stand back and perhaps live with it for a few days and then decide whether I need to work any more on it. One thing when I'm running workshops is that I find that people are very tentative with their paints, and really, if you're confident with your paint and your colour, then it can just take you so much further, and nothing scares me, so I'm always happy to use any medium, give it a go and see what happens. So this is the element of surprise. I use spreader medium quite a lot in this type of work because I find as a top layer over ink and over self-leveling gel, it allows the colour to sort of split and bleed off in all sorts of directions and create amazing patterns and shapes that I wouldn't normally get if I was to use a brush. I often use the spreader medium to do underwater scenes and also to create gardens, and recently I painted a little boy's imagination and dropped the spreader medium in to create beautiful, interesting flowers and kind of whimsical shapes